Hey guys, so I've only ran through this once. So if you want to hit the mute button while I do this, feel free. But I gotta force myself to do this, or I'm never gonna get better at this shit. Okay, here I go. Oh my god. Oh hell, son of a bitch! Son of a whore. Well, there you go. That's my best. Fucking it rocks. So there. Okay, so oh gee thanks. Just a full of poop. If there is anybody out there that is willing and brave enough to come up, I would be grateful because I need people. I need people to come up and speak on this. Because if we don't speak on it, well, fuck, we're never going to get it out of the way. So, there is, God damn it, there is the link. Oh, me too. I love the lyrics. Do you hear me singing the whole time? Yeah, because I got a great voice. Sing. Yeah. I am down the wrong one. There we go. Don't mind me. I'm trying to fix stuff over here. So come on. I need you guys to ovary up and come up here and talk with me. Are you serious, dude? Oh my fucking god. Sorry if I'm yelling. Same thing as last time. I don't understand why it's doing this. Okay, I'm going to stick it up on a doomahickey down here. Copy. There we go. I did it. Joy, I appreciate you being here more than you know. I just there's actually, even with just a few people we have in here right now, there's a lot of different political views sitting in this chat right now, and most of us all get along beautifully. So I don't see this going south. But I need people from all sides of that spectrum, both sides of that fucking bird. I really think we should kill it and have something to eat. It'd probably all poison us anyway. Oh, you called me party lady. Joy, it's time to get some glasses, man. I know you didn't want to, but it's time. It's time. Trump Tard. I love Trump Tard. Him's my buddy. I don't even know if him's a him or not. Hims won't say. Cat. Yay. Oh, Ramblin', I bless. I can't believe you're here. NorCal, oh my God. I can't find your fucking phone number anywhere. You've got to text me. And hi. And not yet. I decided I'd try and wait until I got into this a little bit, but I got a bowl packed and ready to go. Anybody got the balls to come up here and chat with me about this? Nobody's going to be a dick, and if they are, well, that's on them, really. That just makes them look stupid. And hey, Oregon Rogue, do you have Ramblin' Hicks? Can you get to Ramblin' Hicks link and post his link up, because people need to subscribe to this dude because he's fucking hilarious and I love him. Ramblin' Hick, I can skin a deer with a freaking tennis ball. Can you do that? I'm good. How are you? 5 speed. I know you'll come up. I don't know what end of the spectrum you're on, though, 5 speed. What side are you? Are you onto the left side of the bird or the right side of the bird? I need both sides. If I was a side, I would be a side, but I'm not. I think it's dumb. Ooh, hey, look.
Hello.
Oh my, I can't hear anything.
Can you not hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Poor dirt farmer. See, you're another one that, I don't know, you're politically ambiguous. I don't know what you are. What are you? One hot gal, hey. Froggy, I know you're on the right. You got to get your mouthy ass up here. am that side. I am the side that's about cutting that damn bird's head off. I'm telling you, that's what needs to happen. And then maybe we can get some fucking work done, because I know there's shit we agree on. Like, our roads are the just shittiest fucking roads on the planet. We agree on that. Yeah, they're sitting like a foot away from me, baby. Like literally a foot away from me. They've been in that same spot for like since the last time we talked. And my daughter's been here 3 times since then too. Ask AV. It took him like 3 months to get like the first box of cameras that I sent him. And they were sitting by my door that whole time. So I'm not sure who I have up here with me because I can't see their name. And it doesn't really matter, but I can't, if you're trying to talk at all, honey, I can't hear you.
If you take the banner down, then you should see the name. But it does have my name.
Oh, you know what? My headset might have went down. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on just a second. Actually, go ahead and host, throw your opinion and stuff out there while I fix my damn headset.
Okay. What bird are you talking about? Someone in the chat's going to have to tell me what's going on. Something about side of a bird.
It's a new computer too, so and I'm not computer savvy, if you know what I mean. I'm just not.
Waiting for someone in the chat to respond. Someone let me know what this is about. Just popped in to say hi. The US Eagle. Gonna need a bit more than that.
Okay, it says I've got it fixed, but that don't mean nothing.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh no, I'm hitting the wrong button.
Can you hear me now?
Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to take these headphones off and see if we can do this without them.
Yeah, I know you lot in the chat can hear me, but I'm waiting for Knowledge to be able to hear me. Ah, political system. Okay.
Seriously, now they're gonna work? I fixed them. I don't know how.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi? Yeah, I can hear you great now.
Hey, it's Joe.
Joe! Oh, hi!
If you take the banner down, you'll be able to see the names.
Yeah, but the link I keep posting isn't working, so that's why I left it up there. But you know what?
Yeah, but you had some mods posting it for you, which is coming up.
Right on.
So just remind them every now and again to post the link.
Oh, son of a whore, how do I do this?
You click on it again.
I did.
There
we go. Yay.
I wanted to replay just the lyrics part of your song earlier.
Well, it would be like totally silent because I don't sing.
No, there was lyrics. Look, I'll breathe it.
Hell, yes! Oh, I love it. That was great lyrics. I love it.
That's what I meant when I said I love the lyrics.
Yeah, I agree. I think those are fucking awesome lyrics.
Yeah.
Like straight up awesome fucking lyrics.
Yep.
So what end are you on now? Wait a minute. Over there it's different though. Like you guys are like what we consider to be on the left is actually on the right over there, correct?
What you mean the party names?
Yeah, as far as Republican and Democrat, or
Yeah,
right wing and left wing.
We got conservative, Liberal Democrats, and Labour.
Okay.
Are the three main parties, but there's lots of other parties as well.
So what party do you subscribe to?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you don't want to share that info?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so you're like me. You want to just kill the bird and have some food.
Kind of.
I guess you can't really say that because it would be implying that you wanted to take out the monarchy, huh?
Well, there's a difference between the monarchy and the political parties. It's a weird kind of joint system, which is very complicated. But the things are done by the politicians, and then it's kind of approved by the monarchy, but they're not going to say no to what the politicians want. If you get my meaning, it's ceremonial.
Let's say that again.
It's ceremonial, but it goes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Through the Queen.
But don't they still live like off of your taxes? Like, and your taxes, don't they go to like pay for the guards and stuff that they have and the drivers and.
Yep.
But that don't make any sense, man. I don't get it.
The amount they pull in through tourism is, counterbalances whatever they, take out.
Oh my God, rambling. I gotta read it. I gotta read this out loud because yeah. Hey Navy. So a guy is sitting at the doctor's office. The doctor walks in and says, "I have some bad news. I'm afraid you're going to have to stop masturbating." "I don't understand, doc," the patient says. "Why?" Hey, no, get to the punchline. Where's that punchline? I know you got. Oh, you mean right then. Okay, duh. I'm such a fucking blonde. I have a question for everybody. I've already asked a bunch of other people, but I'm going to ask you guys. Do you guys find the words what is it? Staff something. Hang on. God damn it. I'm having one of those days. I should have smoked pot before I started this.
Yeah, yours is a very weird system as well. You don't vote for who you want to be president. You vote for who you want to vote for you.
Yeah, and that just disgusts the fuck out of me because they all lie and manipulate to get into that spot. Oh, okay, so does the term staff member make you guys laugh? Because both words mean penis. I must know the answer to this. I mean, when I thought about it, I started laughing. It was a very inappropriate time to start laughing. But it's okay now. A bunch of people think I'm crazier than what I am. Just leave it at that and confuse the hell out of them. Because I'm
Anyone
trying
in
to
the
examine
chat?
you.
Not
You
really.
need to be faster with those punchlines. What's that, honey?
I said, according to the chat, not really.
Yeah, I know, huh? I think it's fucking hilarious. But of course, I've thought about it all day long, so of course, I'm not going to giggle at it. But
don't really associate the word staff with penis that much.
See, I do. I think staff and member, they're both a wiener. But hey, so again, I need some people from the left and from the right to grow a pair of ovaries and come up here.
Yeah, because
we've got two neutral people up here that kind of like think the left and the right are fucking idiots. And I have questions I need answers to. I don't understand.
Can Knowledge Mods post the link, please?
Yes, please. I just saw Aviator. Where'd he go? Oh, right there.
Just need to scroll up a little bit to find it. Who was the last one to post it? Oregon Rogue. Nope, that wasn't the one. Where is it? MPH News posted it.
You guys talk so much shit back behind the keyboard, but nobody really wants to come up here and explain their end of it. What they think about their party, what they think about other parties. I think that Stephanie. Lance, you should come up. You're very opinionated.
So I think both of them have some good points, but a lot of bad points.
Same here. Same here. Like neither side will listen. They both act like children. And when I say both, and when I'm talking in general, just so you guys know, I'm talking about the people that have been elected, not you guys. When I am talking about the I guess the subscribers to certain political parties, that's when I'll be talking about you guys. I'll make sure to make that clear though, because I don't want to put a blanket over all of you. Something me and Lance were talking about earlier is that I find hilarious is that both sides think the other is racist. When I've seen racists on both sides. And so, technically, I suppose both sides are racist. I'm not going to lie. I would have to say that the racists that I know in my area are all on the right side of things. I don't know any left-leaning racists here. But online, I do. I tend to block them, though. Okay, NorCal, I will check Discord. If I still have a thingy, I haven't been there in so long.
No one's posted the link in a while.
I see that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that banner back up so that people can...
I don't know how I would post it.
God damn it, I'm blind. What the hell?
I split it up.
For some reason, if I post it as a link, it won't work. If you leave it, like say something in the chat, and so I can mod you, Joe, and then you can do it.
Come up at all? StreamYards.com/. Anyone see that? Apparently not.
Oh, no. I wanted you to just say something normal, like just say hi or something so I can mod you so you can put it up.
That's
So,
right.
you know,
HBR's got it.
well, fuck, I didn't want to mod you anyway then. Fine. Oh, there you are. Manny Pants.
Hey, I'm Joe Blue.
Joe Black and Blue? That's kind of sad. Who beat on you? Oh my god, that's so fucked up. Oh my lord. Not right. Okay, so I need to flip back over here and
Just wondering, have you modded yourself?
me? No.
Because that might be why when you post the link, it's not coming up.
Oh, I didn't know that like I had to do that. That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's super dumb.
Mm.
Oh no, it just says remove. Why would I want to remove me? That's rude. I don't know. This is the second time in a row that hasn't worked, and I know that it's working. Oh, Aviator, it is awesome to see you. Another one who's totally politically ambiguous. I can't tell what side he's on. Do you have a preferred political party? Or do any of you use political labels as a tool for name calling? Like, do you use a political label to call someone else names? Tupu, hi. Love you, buddy.
Politically incorrect. Mm.
Oh, yeah, most people are, to be honest. And you know, usually they won't admit it, or they just, they say they're not racist, but they say and do racist things, which would say that, you know, they're racist. But most people don't see their own racism. I say stupid shit or do stupid shit all the time out of ignorance. And once I'm corrected, I, you know, of course, don't do it anymore, or say it anymore, or whatever it is. But sometimes shit has to be pointed out to me. And I mean, my half brother and half sisters are black, and so are their kids and their grandkids. Oh my God, we're old. Well, then Gary, come up and talk. Somebody, I need somebody who actually belongs to a political party to get their happy asses up here.
Did you hear that story that Trump didn't go to somewhere veterans burial or something because it was raining and he thought it would mess up his hair?
That's such a cop out. Oh my God, can we talk about Nancy Pelosi for a minute?
Okay, it's your channel.
Well, okay, so Nancy Pelosi went to this hairdresser somewhere in Cali, wherever the hell she was touring at the moment or chilling at the moment. And she said nothing other than, wham, wham, I was set up. But didn't she consciously make the choice to go to this salon to get her hair done? So in my opinion, how the hell can she blame whoever set her up? Because I know people in prison who say the same thing, but they were still convicted. So why the hell is she not owning her bullshit?
Hang on, she got set up for what?
Because they're supposed to be on lockdown, and you know, there's the hairdressers and stuff. Salons are not supposed to be open, and she knows this. And
Okay.
Everybody else is like going without a haircut and going without this and that. And
so she got set up by making the appointment.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck?
And getting her haircut.
Yeah, and she
someone setting her up. Yeah, sure.
Like, what the hell, man? I mean, I can't stand it. I can't fucking stand it. There's no side that isn't full of fucking bullshit. And like, talk about, accountability. She has none, and neither does anybody under her.
Yeah, we had a lot of that going on here in the UK as well. People, who are saying, yes, we need to, not take unnecessary travel and stuff, and then getting caught making unnecessary travels.
Yeah, that's asinine. Like, what kind of hypocrite are you? Especially if you're in the public eye, or you are in a position where you were elected into, and you're not only using, your salary that you're getting from that, but you're also using the petty cash that you're getting from that, and you're also using, I think here they give them like $100,000 and some every year or two to remodel their fucking office. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Somebody just added me. Who was it? Oh, that Tech Kimmy. Oh, you're backstage? I'm sorry. I'm coming. Oh, hey, I got two. Yeah. Yay.
Telling people to come up.
What's up? Hello.
I know. I'm sorry. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So, who do we got here?
If you take the banner down.
5-speed here.
All right. And
looks like you got a couple frogs.
Awesome. Right on. Okay, so what end of the political spectrum do you consider yourself being a part of or subscribing to?
Who's that for?
Both of you.
You want to go first, Rocky?
Doesn't the icon make it abundantly clear?
Then go fuck yourself? No, it doesn't.
I am an anarchist. I hate both sides of the political bird.
Son of a bitch! Don't we have anybody that's on one side or the other?
No one willing to admit it anyway.
I think I would side with the individual free thinkers.
See, yeah. So, have you guys ever used political labels as a negative term to call somebody, like, oh, you fucking left-wing jackass, or you right-wing racist, or you goddamn liberal, or you goddamn SJW?
There's already a huge label on all the politicians. Narcissist.
See, yeah, for me, they all fall under the same hat, in my opinion. They're all liars, they're all manipulators, and they're not about us, they're about themselves, and whoever the fuck is handing them paychecks, they're lobbyists.
Ad hominems are awfully hard to get away from. It takes a conscious effort not to use them.
It sure does. I'm bad.
And as far as racist is concerned, I am the biggest racist on the planet. I love all the races, and that is the classical meaning of racist.
You're so adorable. I love it.
Well, because at one time, the way I was raised, in the current term, you could call me a racist. That's the way I was raised. It takes a long time for a person to change their mental thinking.
Oh, yeah, I agree. My grandfather was kind of, well, one of them was. The other one was fine. But the one I spent the most time with was pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly.
Well, when you grow up in the middle of nowhere with nothing but white people around you, and you go to the reservation for a powwow, or a black family moves, into a farmstead 5 miles away from you, a pair of teachers from the adjacent town, it just sends a tizzy into these small town communities. And it's just the way I was raised. But get out of small town, come into the city, and go to school in the city. I had all sorts of different racial friends. Now I don't have any friends.
Oh, don't say that.
I will say that. I've been saying it for the last 15, 20 years. I have family, associates, acquaintances, and accomplices. No friends. Those are the 4 classifications. You're either family or an associate.
want to
because
be an accomplice.
yeah, I don't need any of those anymore. It's just the term friends has certain connotations with it, to where you're either family or an associate anymore. I don't have any friends, because friends will stab you in the back.
Well, yeah, friends and family, they sure will. I honestly I have people that I love and people that I don't, but I try to. Uh-oh. Love you, Lance. Take care. So I need anybody who's willing to talk about their crap, because dude, it's got to happen. I need it. I need to understand. And if not for that, just if you want to come up here and be a dick, go for it. But I really want you guys. I want to know what people think about the their political view and the opposite of their political view.
Noli, what is it you need to understand? Is it that you need to understand something, or do you need to comprehend something?
See, now I don't understand the difference between those two, but I guess, well, a little bit, but I would.
Well, understand means you're standing under what somebody else says.
Okay, well then I guess I want to comprehend. Thank you. Because I don't want to. I just want to know what's the why behind it, and what's it all mean? What does it mean when somebody says this? If someone on this side says SJW, they mean it in a good way, and if somebody says the exact same thing over here, they mean it in a bad way, and I don't understand how it can have two different meanings. I don't comprehend how it can have two different meanings. Damn it! Let me be
okay.
a hillbilly.
I see what it is now. I thought you were talking about political powers that be, but
Oh
okay.
yeah, no. I want like personal opinion. I don't want like technical definitions or anything. I want where it is that personal point of view.
Yeah, I don't partake in any of that.
Did I miss Taya? Was she in here?
I'm not sure if a term differs between political parties. Whether, if you think the term SJW, social justice warrior, is a good thing or a bad thing, really depends on what they're trying to bring light on or accomplish, and whether you agree with that or not.
I guess it would be, that would determine on their charter papers and their bylaws of when they established that charter, to really understand what these people are all about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, that big misconception with the Black Lives Matter. There's so many meanings behind that, and I just feel that most people jump on board because it feels right or something, but really we don't know anything about them unless, like I said, you go and do your research and understand where they come from, when they were started, and what their bylaws are, and all of that stuff, because that's pretty much tells you what they're all about. But see, nobody does that research and looks, and it's the kind of the blind leading the blind. And that's how they've kept us all manipulated all of these years, keep us in this whole cesspool of confusion and all of this stuff, to where you can't think straight. They're just fucking with your minds.
I'm confused.
Okay, let me pose this question to y'all. When did any of us ever consent?
I never did.
Not once.
Consent to what?
To
being their slaves.
system. consent to the system that we're under right now.
Yeah, I never did. I find it kind of weird that we have to be under something like that, like a contract, literally a contract.
Yeah, the social contract.
That we didn't sign.
The social contract. I never signed up for anything. It goes all the way back to your birth date. Through the birth certificate, you're signed over with your parents aren't even given informed consent to the birth certificate. And that is what makes all of us a slave to the current system that we have. It used to be a birth certificate was held at the church. Well, that's a whole nother type of statism.
Now it's at the registrar.
Yeah, exactly. The county registrar.
You and I can have some good conversation, Froggy.
Oh, we could go on for
Let's access
hours
the KV
and
Trust of 1666.
Yep.
It gets deep, folks. It gets real deep.
But even so, if you even go way back to the Magna Carta, that was still just a contract between the king and the I'm having a brain fart right now. The upper echelon of society, whatever it was called back then. It was not even for the peasants. Peasants will always be peasants. Serfs.
I a peasant no more.
Well, it's all in one's mind and way of thinking. We're not going to change anything. It would take 4 generations of complete re-education, let's call it, to change anything.
Indoctrination.
You really?
It is, man. It's you know what, Froggy? I sat back after all these years and what I've learned, and I sit back and I just can't even. I mean, it's just so mind blowing how they've done this right under our noses.
And it's all incremental. If you go back and really dig into history.
Uh-oh, I can't hear Froggy.
Can't hear me?
I can hear him.
We'll move us around, Noli.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I gotta go over to the other thing to do that.
Well, what I was saying is it's all little tiny incremental steps through time to the point where we've gotten to right now. And with the globalist agenda that we got now, you want my true opinion? I mean, no offense to your panel, Noli. Okay, maybe I'll use a quote then instead. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots. That's what it's going to take. And you think it's going to happen in this country?
I'll go out and come back in.
Yeah, I don't see it happening here, and if it does, it would be every other country out there that is kind of waiting.
I don't hear anybody.
Really? What the hell? How do I move people around?
You just click on them and drag them.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Please, keep going, man, because that's kind of interesting.
Well, hey, I don't want your channel to be associated with my thoughts and prayers.
Oh my goodness! You know what? You guys, like, everybody is fully aware that I that Kenny Klein. I support what he's doing. I think he's doing a really good job. And I support him just as much as I do most of the activists or whatever label they want to put themselves as. Like, I don't hold one above the other because, you know, one group is holding officials and cops and stuff accountable, and the other group is holding the activists accountable and calling them out for their shit. And I think that it's kind of needed.
Oh, of course it's needed. It's most
Okay.
certainly needed. For all the ass hattery that goes on between the different cliques and the scamming and the ass hattery, as some people like to call it.
The sabotaging, the
backstabbing,
the shit talking, the dishonesty. For me, it's the dishonesty. As soon as I find out that you've been dishonest, you will notice that I will not come to your channel anymore, or at least not unless there's an emergency. If there's an emergency, even if I fucking hate you, I will fucking come and I will help. I won't just sit there and, you know, watch the train wreck. I will do something productive to help the situation somehow.
Patty Cakes comes to mind.
Okay, fine. Patty Cakes, I don't go to his, even if he is in trouble.
Well, you know,
there's a few I don't. There are a few I don't. But I mean, he's scammed people out of so much money, and he like, I would never donate a dime, and I would never ask anybody else to either to him. And he's got enough mods and crap in his feeds that, you know, they can take care of themselves. They don't need me.
Yeah, well,
But he needs new tires.
What was that, Joe?
I said, but he needs new tires.
Oh yeah, he always needs new tires.
I haven't seen any of his stuff for a while.
I quit watching him about a year ago, but before that, I was archiving some of his live streams, which would always disappear. And I actually, he was doing a live stream one night asking people to call in. And I called in and just trolled the shit out of him. I'm gay for pay. I want pancakes.
Oh my God, what the hell?
And he denied saying it. It's like, really? Do you want me to publish a video of you saying it? Because I have it in my art. I could do an hour-long skit of just shit that Patrick has said over the years. And stuff like that makes this auditing, and I even hate the term auditor, because it's call it what it is, auditards or auditors. You're not auditing
That's
anything.
So mean.
You're not auditing. I'm sorry, you're not auditing anything. You're going out and acting like an ass.
I'd say 90%. 90% of them, I agree with that.
However, using Patrick as an example, yes, he does go out and provoke, but at the same time, I support him fully to go out there and act like an ass, because you know what? I'm an even bigger ass than him. But I don't go out. I don't go out and push buttons like that unless it personally involves me. I don't go looking for trouble, although I'm about to.
What are you planning? What are you thinking about doing?
It's more of a personal nature, right at this moment in time. But I was fired from my medical provider, was the words that the person used.
What the? They can do that?
Yeah, because of the face mask that I chose to wear.
Wait, what?
I went in to do my yearly physical. I went in the day before. My first time going into a clinic since the mask mandate, and I objected to it. And I said, well, when I come back tomorrow, I will be wearing a mask. And I wore a mask. And the director of the facility was waiting at the door, and with 911 on the phone, by the way, and summarily fired me from my primary medical provider. And she was the director of the facility. You want to see a Karen? I'm working on it. Trust me, this is going to be a doozy. I will be. You think some of these people act like asses? Yeah, you ain't seen nothing yet. Except
Oh,
I'm going
boy.
to do it all. I'm going to do it all right from the fucking sidewalk. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. It's a public forum.
Yeah, I think from the sidewalk is where it should be done at.
That is kind of the story that most of the people have that do sort of auditing or, you know, the activism, whatever you want to call it. Something happened to them, so they started going out and documenting.
Yeah, or they witnessed something that was just atrocious. And
See how these guys throw all these roadblocks in here with all the face masks and all the racial slurs and the racial divide out there with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, Democrats versus Republican, policy versus policy, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and the list goes on and on and on.
as
Well,
far
you
as
know what? At the end of the day, our most precious and valuable right is to life. Our most precious right is to life, and we lay patent to that. So none of this other shit matters. It's all just keeping us divided and keeping these pedophiles hid behind that curtain, just like in The Wizard of Oz.
The non-aggression principle. First, do no harm. What's the first rule that you're taught as a child? Do unto others as you would want done unto you. Well, at least that's the first rule that I was taught. I doubt it's taught anymore.
Now it's, I should be able to have that. I should. I'm entitled. Listen, at the end of the day, here's a huge wake-up call for a lot of people out there caught in this whirlwind. You're not independent. Trust me when I say you're not independent. You are dependent upon these people.
You're not important, and your feelings don't matter.
Yep.
they sure don't, and that sucks. Because I got lots of feels.
Hi, Noli D.
Hi. How
Hi.
are you?
I'm good. How are you? Sorry, I just thought I'd say hi. Hi, everyone.
No, I am so glad that you did. So, what do you subscribe to a political party, or we didn't really discuss that. We just kind of discussed our positions on not necessarily policy, but just our point of view on some stuff. But you are an activist, and you are an awesome person, and I freaking adore you.
Aw.
I think you are just great.
I adore you too. Yeah, I love your energy. It's great.
Oh, I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm a little crazy too. I'm a little crazy too.
I think we're all a little crazy, aren't we?
Yeah, and if it keeps going like this, we're all gonna need a padded fucking room, man.
What is normal anyway? Can anybody explain what normal is?
Normal is like relative to you and what you're used to. Anything can become normal.
That's true.
Exactly. What's normal to me is not normal to you or the person living across the street from me.
Right? Just like my morals and values are way different than most people's. I get offended. I get kind of like pissed when people talk down about prostitutes or those lot lizards, or no, that's not what they call them. What do they call them? Yeah, lot lizards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it when people talk down about them and stuff, because you know what? They're fucking working for a living right now. They're making their own money and putting a roof over their head. What the fuck? What is your problem?
And that's normal to them.
It is very normal to them. And who are we to judge? We give it away for free.
I mean, there's a market for sex for money, so I feel like that's, there are men who pay for sex.
Brian, what do you mean by this? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, at what date did the government determine what sexual activity between two consenting individuals is their business? Don't-
Outside of the military?
Well, maybe in
The
the
minute they
military.
the minute they took control of your minds, because they want to house that energy that you are about to create with another birth certificate.
Oh, that's a deep thought there.
It sure is. I can go much deeper. You know, listen, folks. When they traffic you in these district courts, when they traffic your children through the family courts, all up and down the sides of the roads and everything. Just think about it. We're one big ball of energy as individuals. That life is energy. So think about it when they say, well, we're going to give you 60 days in the hole. Where do they put you? They put you in a cell to house that energy. That paycheck that they seek is tender, and that tender is your fiat currency, your energy, your creation.
Ooh.
Right?
Don't let them spiritually fuck with your mind, and be in the state of mind as whatever state you're in. Be in that state of mind as an individual man or woman.
Have you ever spent time in the hole?
I have not. The most I spent there was 17 and a half hours one time. And that's
2
it.
weeks for me. 2 weeks. I spent 2 weeks in the hole.
Mm.
It felt like longer though.
You know it, Vet Tech. I always go deep.
I spent a year to the day in county lockup, and I purposely placed myself into lockdown just to fight the system so that they would leave me alone in that fucking room so I didn't have to play their games. And in that time, I was having dental issues and needed a tooth pulled, and they didn't want to give me my fucking medication, and I caused a scene, and I actually went to the hole. The hole is cruel and unusual punishment used for retaliation on prisoners. However, lockdown, yeah, leave me in this room 23 hours a day, give me my fucking meals, let me take a shower, make phone calls, and put me back in the room and leave me the fuck alone. If you're locked up, just leave me in the room to my own thoughts. I purposely did it to myself, just so that I wouldn't have to play their fucking games. You stick a bunch of gangsters and thugs and everybody into a commons area, there's bound to be tiffs and this, that, and the other, and who's got the biggest dick. All for victimless crimes.
I have the biggest wiener, just so you know.
I got the smallest. I'm just the lowly frog. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's not here. Might have one smaller. You know, I've got that same icon. I've got that same icon in StreamYard. That frog.
I said, I got you all beat. I got to stick my finger up my ass to get mine to show.
Oh my god.
Well, it gets awfully cold.
Hey, just if we're being honest, you know.
So no
Oh
one
my
got
god,
a
I'm
response for
gonna
that.
die. I'm gonna die.
Well, I live up in the frozen north, and just a little side note: tonight is going to be the first freeze. I was
Really?
covering up my single tomato plant when Noli went live, and that's why it took me so long to get back inside.
But isn't it kind of early?
Yeah, it is. But the geographical center of the continent can get snow any month of the year. It's happened on the 4th of July here. Down on Lake Skakawea, there was a barge on the 4th of July that came in, and it was covered in snow on the 4th of July. That was back in the 50s, I believe.
No, that tech. No, not.
Doesn't happen often, but yeah, this is an early freeze warning, and they're saying it's supposed to get to 32 tonight. So
Yeah, it's hot as hell here. I've got my air conditioning on, but okay, it's hot as hell for me. Northwest Washington stays pretty cool.
I've got a couple more minutes, and then I got to jump out of here real quick. Is anybody familiar with that stand with Sophia out in Collin, Texas?
Can I get everybody to mute except for who's talking? Because there is some disturbance going on the line here.
Can you hear me? Is anybody familiar with that stand with Sophia out in Texas?
No.
Oh, wow. That's huge attention. All right, then no sense carrying on with it then. I was just going to point out where all of that was wrong, but if no one's familiar with it.
Well, I mean, I'm not everyone. I'm just me. So if you want to go ahead and say, because now that you've mentioned it, I'm going to look it up as soon as I'm done here. So.
Well, there's another big shit show going on in Rochester right now.
Over the same kind of stuff or what?
I don't know. When I was on my other device, when I was watching the chat on that, getting into my account, I seen something. Let me see if I can find it here again.
Okay, bet Tech's familiar with it. There's a few people in here familiar with it.
Jeff Mack channel in Rochester is live right now with a looks like thousands of people to me.
Yeah, this was what I'm talking about. Was about a nine-year-old little girl.
Oh hell no! No, I haven't heard about that.
And well, I mean, it got a huge attention. It blew up like crazy. But when we look at the system and these public officials in the CPS whole universe there, this child trafficking ring, let's just call it what it is. When you look at the directors and these commissioners of these agencies, which are the heads of that agency, which are attorneys, and they're the ones that is making it rough on really the father in this case, when the child didn't want to go with the mother because of some accusations and was obviously very, very upset about it, very frightened about it, and they basically was telling the father, if you don't make her go, basically, he'd be in violation of the judge's orders and all of that stuff. But see, now that's where all the distractions come in, all this confusion, how they play these games. But see, in reality, Michael Long has full authority to it all, but they intimidated him with threats of arrest and violations and this and that and the other after seeing all of this. So the head of that agency is CPS is nothing but operating a human trafficking ring. These people they take guardianship of the child for the child's best interest. Guardianship. They took control of that vessel. They're now in charge. Why does the American people allow these guys to get by with this stuff? I will never know. I will never know.
Well, and I think, let me pose this question. We can all agree that there's always going to be evil people that are looking to do harm to whomever. So why do we give the fucking state the same power?
Because the state has its power, Froggy, in the minds of the American people to think that they have some power. The states think they have sovereignty. When the men and women across this nation have sovereignty. Spiritually fucking with that mind. Using like words, thinking they mean the same thing, and they don't. When they say, do you understand English? Trust me, your answer better be no, because I don't understand English.
I don't understand anything. I don't stand under nobody. Well, like I was saying earlier, it's all wordsmithery. They've changed the meaning of so many words that it's babble. You want to go back to the Bible? The babble.
Right, and that's what they'll tell you in the courtroom. You're just babbling.
Right, because oh yeah, there you go.
So see, by them creating that confusion and getting you to babble, now they have a duty. They actually have a duty to step in and take control of that vessel, meaning that mind, that mind before you hurt yourself. It's a very sick game. It's a very sick game, folks.
It's because
sick game.
It's because legalese goes into Latin, which is a dead language. You can't change the meaning of a dead language. Whereas the English language here in the United States, from region to region, different words have different meanings. So they have to have a definition of all the key words in every code, statute, ordinance. They have to have a meaning, and it can change. The meaning for the same word can change from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. But
see, check this out, folks. Here again, this is how they keep us all chasing our tails. Well, as he said, he's correct. All the definitions are in the United States Code and the UCC Code. It defines all that. Your transportation codes, all of that. But it's, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, and they knew that. That's why it was done. But see here what I said, your most valuable right is that right to life. That's first in time, first in line. So where did you consent? Where did you agree? Where did you bow down? The only thing they're fucking with all of you is your minds, thinking they have some kind of control because they don't.
Oh, but they do.
They don't. They control your mind. That's it.
Well, they can't control the mind, but they can control you. If you step out of line, and a thug with a gun.
I mean, they got that thought that they're able to do this in people's minds. That it's lawful, and it's not. They're the government's de facto. We haven't had government since like 1911, folks. They dissolved the government, and everybody has the same powers and equal rights and everything. This has been played on. We were asleep, and they knew we were asleep, and they just kept feeding them. Well, hey, they ain't woke yet. They ain't woke yet. And they ain't woke yet. Next, now we're built into this. 240 years later.
Oh, I would even contest.
But it's been going on for thousands of years.
Yeah, I would contest that it goes back even farther. Do you know what the War of 1812 was fought over? It was the debts from the Revolutionary War.
Yep.
All roads lead back to Rome.
Yep, that war was put on to gain more control.
Oh well, we don't even have lawful money anymore. Nothing but pieces of paper.
Promissory note. Look at it.
The lubrication.
Yep, Noli D, if you owed me 20 and you handed me a $20 bill, guess what? You still owe me 20 because that was a promise to pay me 20.
I'm confused, and I feel like I'm at one of those stands, one of those stands in like downtown Seattle where they got the 3-card doohickey set up.
Well, look at that 20 on there. Doesn't it say promissory note? Your promise to pay me 20.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it is, isn't it?
So if you give me $20, you still owe me 20 because you just handed me a promise to pay me 20 in gold or silver.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but
see how everything is ass backwards?
The gold and silver though has been totally removed out of the equation.
It's coming back. It's coming back. We're on our way back. The biggest financial reset in history is already rolling. It can't be stopped.
Yeah, over 80,000 small U.S. businesses have shut down for good because of this, and they're not getting the help that
Right. You know why that is? That's what their whole game is. Because if everyone can agree down here and in the panel in the chat that these small businesses is what makes the world go around, not your YouTubes, not your Facebooks, right? So see, think about it. When they did the shutdown, who did they really shut down? They shut down the small businesses because they want to keep us all controlled, and only allowed essential business to open. And essential, what does that mean? Essential to what? Is that essential to life? That most precious fucking right that one has? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So that means
who's
that's your
essential?
intellectual. That means that's your intellectual properties, folks, because that's what you need to sustain life. Now, why are they controlling it and not you? Hmm? It's crazy how they've been playing this game with us.
Well, have you seen that they want to roll out this vaccine by November 1st?
Yeah, man, you know what, Froggy, I don't even. I honestly, I'll be honest with you. I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe no vaccines coming, because here again, I'm going to tell you, I'm an individual free thinker, and I know who I am and my right to life and all of that. And I don't give a damn what you mandate some other man thinks he's going to tell me. He ain't sticking no needle in my damn arm. Period.
Damn.
The end.
Exactly.
Mandate your ass over there with your pedophile community. Don't come over here.
Well, I got into a bit of a argument with my aging mother about this impending vaccine, and I said, you know what? They come knocking on my door, you can kiss your son goodbye, because I will go out in a fucking blaze of 223 and 5.56. You
know
ain't
what,
stabbing nothing into me.
I used to think that way until I got peaceful with myself. And I realized I'd be in dishonor in a lot of different ways, arguing with these cats and calling them nasty names and everything else. And you know, that spiritual side of things doesn't tell you to destroy these people. It tells you to go through them. Put that son of a bitch on your back and the other one at your feet and make them work for you.
Well, that's one of the joys of living out in the middle of nowhere. I can go even farther out into the middle of nowhere. What were the settlers looking for that came out into the middle of nowhere? They were looking to be left the fuck alone.
Right? Yeah. All right, man, I gotta actually jump out of here, but I'd love to been able to hang around and chop it up some more with you, Froggy, because seems to me like we're a couple like-minded individuals and some more of those free thinkers, and it's we can use all the people we can get.
Oh yeah. What was your channel name, by the way? 5-Speed or something?
Yeah, 5 feet.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I don't do much anymore, man. I pop up on panels, and I have. That's about all I do anymore. I do a informational video or something every once in a while on some history or corruption or pedophilia. All of these Hollywood actors are about to. Well, some of them's already went down, but folks, if you guys ain't up to par yet on the world's about to change, well, you've heard it here first tonight. You're gonna wake up soon, and it's gonna be a different world you're living in. You're gonna see a lot of these pedophiles go down. Half of Hollywood, well, most of Hollywood is done. That's how they've done it, through Hollywood mainstream media with that television programming.
Tell a lie
vision. When you realize with your real eyes the real lies that they perpetrated on you, you're going to be pissed off. Trust me. That day when it slaps you right in the face and you're like, holy shit, I get it now. It's all an illusion.
back in the 50s when the first televisions came out, the old timers back then were saying, "That's the devil talking to you from that box."
Yeah. Be Real says, I'm up to par. It is a different world. Yeah, it's already a different world. What do you mean by up to par, though? Hopefully he ain't one of these guys that need a coloring book. Well, it may not even be a guy. See, I ain't even thinking. I can't even read it. See, that's what people got to do, man. People's got to reel back their feelings a little bit on some of these political conversations that they have, because a lot of this shit runs on feelers. Just like, you want that hometown team to win. Well, man, this ain't a hometown fight. This is a global fight. This ain't one versus the other. We're all fighting for the same damn thing.
What's that?
Peace, freedom.
That's the exact answer I was looking for.
Peace around the world. All the bad we should burn up anyway. You know what I mean?
I am the most peaceful person there is until threatened.
Yeah,
and what
that's me.
what is the most dangerous individual on the planet? One that's got nothing left to lose.
Well, Be Real says, I hear talk, but nobody has suggestions or states what they are going to do. Wow, I gave plenty of statements of who I am and what I do. But listen, if you're waiting for everybody else to step up, maybe you need to step up yourself. You're asking everybody else what they're going to do. What are you going to do?
I'm going to keep peacefully trying to.
Yeah, I'm talking to Be Real.
Well, I was just saying I'm trying to peacefully remain out of any conflicts.
Be Real. Talk is cheap outside the truth, but not in truth. It is not cheap. It is valuable information. So see, we agree, but we also disagree. See, we can't dance around the truth, guys. You got a straight path to the truth, and anything outside of that is a diversion. If you want to say talk is cheap, yeah, talk is cheap. But we ain't talking talk. We're talking truth. Truth ain't cheap. So see, everything I've said here tonight, you can back up. You can go look for yourself if you want to take the time. Or you could sit here and get on your soapbox and say talk is cheap and nobody's doing nothing and all of that. Hey, I'm not here to knock you for it. Just don't knock us for doing what we do. So you're trying to hold us to a higher standard than yourself. That's part of the problem. That's what they call narcissism. When you expect somebody else to be something that you don't want to be or you can't be. That's that divide they've put in our minds, and this is going south. I'm gonna jump off here. Noli, I guess Noli's gone.
I don't know what's going on with Noli.
Yeah.
That's the thing with StreamYards. If the host loses connection, the panel still stays up.
Okay, Be Real. I'm glad we got that clarified. I apologize if I sounded a little offensive. We all got to come together, folks. Once we unify, it's over for their shit show. It's down. It's over.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, Be Real, but you're sort of looking for real practical solutions. Well, B hasn't corrected me, so I guess I'm right.
When you talk about unifying, though, how are you going to unify two sides? There's a really great video here on YouTube of how we will always come back, no matter what happens. We will always come back to the two-party system. I seen it over a year ago. Me and my brother-in-law actually got into a discussion, and he said, "Oh, you got to watch this video."
Let me jump in here real quick. I got to run, and I see NC in here.
Hey, what's up?
If you're still in here in a few minutes, man, I'll try to jump back on.
Right on.
I'll catch you guys, man. Peace.
Bye.
Right on.
See ya.
Hey, Noli.
Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry. I broke my thingy.
You broke a what?
I broke my thingy. I don't know what I did to it. It just stopped working, so I had to like restart it and stuff.
I hate when I break my thingy. Yeah,
I'm not sure you were allowed to say that on YouTube.
Right, right. I was on Patriot Defense a minute ago, and they said that Noli D went live. I'm like, what? I didn't even know she did live streams, man.
It's because you don't pay no attention to me.
I don't. Well, but okay, you got me. No,
I got you, but it's okay.
No,
it's okay.
no, I didn't.
I
I didn't get a notification. I would have been here, before now. I mean, and I checked it, and I'm subscribed for sure. Bell's been rung and everything, so you know how it is.
My notifications have been coming like hours after a live stream is over when there's nothing I can do to help anybody. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of YouTube's bullshit.
If the channels that you really want notifications from are farther down your list in the most relevant category, unsubscribe from them and then resubscribe and ring the bell again, and it will bring them to the top of your notification lists.
Okay, so now I've done that before, but I didn't realize I've never seen the most relevant list thing. I've never seen that, or I haven't noticed it anyway.
It's on the bottom. If you go to, and I know what you mean, saying feeling froggy. It's on the bottom after you're. I don't know. I didn't even know what that was either. So I'm glad that you clarified that.
Well,
feeling froggy, because I seen the list, and then it would go from A to Z, right? And then there would be another list after that, and it.
Right. If you go into your subscription channel list, there's most relevant, new activity, and then A to Z. If you change it to most relevant and you're not getting notifications from a channel that you want every notification from, unsubscribe, refresh, resubscribe, and ring the bell. And then you will get notifications from that channel.
I know.
That's what I've found anyway.
Yeah,
I've done that, and it works for a while. It works for like a week or two, maybe, or until the next time my computer updates or whatever it does when it restarts on by itself, and then it just stops all of a sudden again. And I'll get ones that aren't even for people I'm subscribed to.
Right.
Oh yeah, the recommended ones.
Yeah, but I have that shut off though on the settings.
That's crazy.
To where I only get, people I'm subscribed to. I'm supposed to only get theirs, and then only certain ones, because there's a bunch of them like, that I've subscribed to that don't even have any content. It's just that it was a subathon thing, and everybody wanted subs, so I said okay.
Yeah, it's all part of the Oogler algorithms. It goes by that whatever channel you're subscribed to. If you've got all notifications on, but you never watch any of their content, they're not going to give you the notification.
But I watch white people.
Yeah, well, because I'm subscribed to so damn many different channels.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, me
That-
too. I'm sitting at about 2,000 channels and I'm sub to right now.
Well, I started going in and cleaning out my list because
Right.
some of
I
them
did,
don't
I
even.
did that. Yeah.
It's just if
No.
you don't give the channel watch hours, then it moves it farther down in the relevance list.
Right. I hadn't seen you in forever. So
Yeah, I haven't seen a single doomahickey from you. I just figured since it was still kind of like lockdown stuff, you weren't doing anything.
no, well, I go live almost every night and I upload a video like every 3 days.
I haven't gotten one fucking thing, and I don't really go to like anyone's channel and like look for anything because I'm working now. I got a job. This fucking crippled is working, yo.
I hear you. Good,
How
good
in the
deal, good deal.
hell did you find a job in this current employment market?
I know, right?
Right.
And it's a good one too. Like on average person I'm in my area makes like minimum wage for Washington, which I think is like $10 an hour or some shit like that. And I'm making $17.50 an hour, and I do it from home.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That is
good for
absolutely
you,
great.
girl.
Yeah,
No doubt.
and it's like
No
it's at home, COVID or not. It's from home. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Good for you. Good for you.
Social
Yeah.
Security was pumped to hear it, man. They were like super excited. I'm like, fuck, if I get fired, oh my god.
Yeah, right. You had to do all that shit over again, huh? Oh man, that would suck. That would blow, man.
I never thought I'd
Oh,
ever be able to find a job I could physically do, being like,
Right.
Especially around here, because everything is like manual labor. I mean, you're a logger. If you live here, you're a logger, or you're a trucker, or you're working in the grocery stores, which is something else I can't really do either. I can't stock shelves. I can't reach anything. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a surprise and it was awesome, and I'm so super grateful to the person who gave me the chance to work and feel like, I don't know, better about myself.
No doubt. I mean, and I get that because it's very depressing not being able to do nothing, not being able to make $1. You know what I mean? And I'm
I have to have help in and out of the shower. That's how fucking
Yeah.
I have a person who comes over every day to help me shower.
I got
And
you.
she brings me my dinner every day, and I couldn't work in a facility or anything like that because I would need somebody there to help me do a couple of things, like in the bathroom,
No doubt.
Yeah, just as long as your job isn't a pyramid scheme, then
Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's you guys all know who I'm working for. I just can't say.
Right.
Yeah.
I have not a clue, but that's your business. Hey, more power to you.
I invite you there all the time. How's that?
Oh yeah, okay, I know now. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. Well, you used to. You don't do it much anymore, but it's all good. I
Hey,
went on. I got a notification the other day and went on there and said, "Hey," to a couple of people, and then sat there for a little while. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, and I left after that.
Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. Hey, did you get that thing mounted for the wife? That sapphire? That pink sapphire that I sent you? You got it mounted on anything yet?
Not yet. No.
Oh, you're fired, dude. You better have it done
right?
by Christmas. You better have it done by Christmas.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to get on her about that. She's made some other things. She's actually doing this thing. I don't even know what it's called now, but you get a picture, and it's got these little colored like diamond looking things, and you put them in the right little spots. I don't know what it's called. She's occupied with that. She just likes messing around with little stuff like that. And I've been messing around with Jason D's raffle here lately. So we ain't had time. I ain't had time to do
Raffle?
nothing.
Raffle for what? What are you raffling? I like stuff.
We're not at the moment. We're not doing anything, but
Oh.
I was raffling off some cameras. Joe B knows about it. Some jewelry from Caterpillar. She made some jewelry. 2 cameras we did. a fire tablet that Joe Black actually
That
won.
sounds fun.
And a lot of more stuff. I can't even remember all of it, man. Some wood carvings. What else, Joe Black? Do you remember anything else? Because I can't remember it all. Uh-oh, he disappeared. Well, thank you, Joe. Appreciate the help. Put me in the spot now. I'm taking a break from it for a little while. Because times are hard now. It's hard to
Yes, and it's
to
hard
get
for
in.
everybody all around. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but Jason D, he's got him a brand new ticker now. He's doing better.
That is
So
amazing. I'm glad to hear that.
that's great. He's not here as backstage. He said it's in the private chat.
No, he said his StreamYards just crashed.
Oh,
That happens to me quite often on these
he's not here.
panels.
He said backstage. I don't know. Okay,
Oh yeah.
there you go.
See
He's
there?
not here.
Jeff wasn't lying.
Yeah, right. I just didn't know who the hell he's not here was.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey,
I kind
Joe
of like
B.
to stay incognito.
I hear you. Well, you got to get rid of that frog then. 'Cause
No.
that frog gives you away.
Just slightly.
I'm just
You
saying.
know what? Nobody's copied that damn thing. Well, I probably shouldn't have
Not
said
yet.
anything.
See, you fucked up then. Excuse my French.
Yeah, I
But
don't care.
It's all over now.
I'm one of a kind anyway.
right.
We all one of a kind. You're one of a
Yeah,
kind.
so Jeff, there was the camera, the camcorder, wood carvings, birdhouse, lots of jewelry.
Wood carvings of what? Like with chainsaws?
One of them looked like Jeff.
Yeah, right.
You're
Damn.
kidding me.
No, it was Rebecca Andrews carved some driftwood out. It was freaking amazing.
Yeah, did it into faces.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I jinxed myself.
Made, most of the
Yeah,
jewelry
yeah.
was on it.
Right on.
Say again, what?
Caterpillar made most of the jewelry, if not all of the jewelry, that was the raffle prizes.
Oh, Caterpillar, yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. She makes some hell good jewelry.
I never call her Caterpillar. I always call her Capitiller.
Capitiller? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what my boys used to say that all the time.
Holy crap. It's
You're
Dirty
seeing
D's is
that.
in here. Dirty freaking D's is in my chat right now. He's got the coolest motorcycle. He takes me for rides.
Wow, I didn't hear you. You didn't say nothing about. Oh my God, NC Tyra Hunter's in here. What the freak,
I
man?
didn't. You came in when I was like kicked out. I got kicked out of my own thingy.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing. Hey, Patriot Defense. Hey, what's up? Oh, it's a PD raid. PD raid.
Oh, we
Just
love
the rate of
PD.
one
He's
so
great.
far.
Yeah, PD wouldn't let me up
Oh,
on
there we
panel
go.
earlier.
Here they come in.
Can I ask what kind of motorcycle, Dirty D's?
All I know is it goes nun 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 nun. I love
Vroom,
it.
vroom.
Uh-huh.
I know, I miss my bike as well.
I keep telling my partner to get one with a sidecar so that I can still go, and it's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
If you want a bike with a sidecar, you want a Ural. Because both of the back tires are drive tires.
Really?
Yeah. It's I believe it's Russian made, but you can get them here in the US.
Thanks for the warning, HBR.
Yeah, right. I'm working on trying to get a scooter or a damn power chair myself. So yeah, if y'all know anybody's got one, let me know. That'll be my motorcycle, right?
Well, Bayou Bandit.
I know there's a bunch of people in the chat now, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, there is.
Did you say PD
Well,
wouldn't let you up? Wouldn't let you up on
Nah,
his panel?
yeah.
What
He
did
left
you
me
have the
backstage.
name?
I tried to
He's
clean up
not
there,
here.
man, but it was too much trash in that lobby.
Oh, is that what it was? I know conspiracy against transparency. He's in Cali though, man. That's a long ways. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up, but I got his number. I gotta call him tomorrow. Sorry,
So,
Nolly.
buddy,
I'm running off at the mouth, man. Go ahead. Y'all have fun.
Go for it. Go for it. I don't. It doesn't bother me any. I couldn't find anybody from the left or the right willing to come up and like explain stuff to me.
Yes,
Okay.
statists always run from that discussion.
I don't. You would think that they would want to win me over and have my vote, right?
Well, maybe an SJW would, but most of them
Nolly?
just run away from the argument. He started it out about something about roads, and I had to put in there, my roads.
Nolly, check the basement.
Oh, okay. Yay.
PD.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, darling.
How you doing, Ola D?
I'm good. Can't complain.
And you got to thank PD for saying that you was live, because I wouldn't have known it unless he would have said, "Hey, Nolly D," or somebody else said it first, and PD said the same thing I did. Oh, Nolly D does live streams.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well,
Good.
you haven't done that many.
I'll be honest with you. I got a notification. I was surprised with it. I didn't know you went live either.
Yeah, I do. I not super often. I'll go like once a week for a little while, and then I won't go live at all for like months, and my postings are pretty random and like far and in between. But
That's good. That's how you get started and do your
well,
thing.
I only post stuff that other people aren't posting, and most stuff, everybody's got it covered. And so if I see something that matters to me, I will post it. Or if my daughter's equestrian team or her junior rodeo is doing something, I'll post that video. But I don't actually, this is just for me to use to mod and to watch YouTube, not to go live or anything. I'm not a content creator, pretty much. Even though I'm blind, I don't know if I should say this. I'll have some company here soon, and I might go auditing with my company.
Well, that's cool.
But I promise there'll be no shenanigans because it's me. And I live here, and I already got APD after my ass, so.
Oh.
Hunter in the house.
I would just say, Nolly, don't call it auditing. Just call it being you.
Oh. You're so nice to me all the time. I love it.
Nollying.
Yes, my dear.
I'm sorry. I thought out loud.
Oh, you just wanted to say my name.
Well, I jumped up to get the ball rolling, which I think I've done. So I'm going to jump down and let someone else come up if they want to.
Yeah, I would. I thank you so much, Joe, for coming up and like being the first one to come up. I appreciate that so much.
No problem.
And thank you for not having anything to do with the fucking bird, man. Fuck that bird.
Yep. All right. See you later. Well, see you in the chat.
Love you, darling.
Right on, Joe B.
Hey, out of trying.
Here, I don't see him.
You got some big people in there, Nolly.
I do. It's kind of weird.
Nolly, I was going to say, though, about chopping the bird's head off. I think we need to start smaller and just clip the wings of the bird so that it can't fly, because you can't just chop the head off of the bird. Otherwise, it's going to run around like a chicken with its head cut off, and then you have chaos.
Yeah, that's why I say grab the head of the snake and do away with it.
Well, snakes are a different thing.
That's right, and that's what's running this country, a bunch of snakes.
Well, if you cut a
Go ahead.
poisonous cut the head off of a poisonous snake, the head is still poisonous, and the body still wiggles just like a chicken with its head cut off.
Yes, it does.
Unless you have enough of the population willing to go into chaos, I don't want chaos.
Yeah, neither do I.
But that's kind of the point we're getting to here, folks.
I'm hoping
That's what
not.
it's going to take. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm hoping not. I truly, because then I mean we're fighting. Then you're just that's fueling fire with fire. You know what I mean? That's the same kind of shit that's going on with inside what we're fighting against. I think once it hits and some of these big major players go down, that's when people are their eyes are going to start opening up to a lot of what's being discussed out here on a lot of these panels now, more so than ever.
But again, how did this country get started?
Well, the same way, but
that's right. That's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take, man. We're going to have to get out there in the streets, man, and start and fight for what we want.
Right. I'm right on with you guys, man. But the only thing I disagree with is the innocent lives that's going to be taken back. But you're talking about a lot of. I mean, I'm sure there was a few innocent lives, but not what will be taken this time around.
I mean,
if it happens this time around, there will be.
And I think a lot of the big actors are going to go down, and some of them have already went down through military tribunals. They're going to be court-martialed, and the rule of law is going to portray their destiny, and that's just how I feel about it.
You know that.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, that quote that I came in with. That quote that I came in with: "The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of tyrants and patriots." Do you know the actual time frame that he was talking about? Every 20 to 30 years, and it hasn't happened in 200 plus.
True.
So
true.
when the tree of liberty gets refreshed, it's going to be a lot of blood.
So is that like the same thing as like just before a Jubilee, there was always like a Great War or whatever, and then what's his name? Holy crap, Nebuchadnezzar, something like that.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah, there we go. That guy. It's been a long time since I've been in Sunday school. I'm sorry.
You had perfect stars on your chart, right? Yeah, you're talking about like Daniel the Lions did, a Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, go ahead though.
But so during a Jubilee year, that's when he would like forgive all debts. He would forgive all debts, and everybody else had to forgive their debts. And there was some other stuff that would happen that basically it would like restart the economy from square one, and everybody back at zero.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to remember my Bible lessons, but Jubilee was every 7 years, was it not?
I think so, but this was years ago. I mean, it's been a long time for me too.
They came the same year the cicadas did. No, I'm just kidding. It takes me back to a different point of you're talking about these specific traditions, but you go back to like the 10 Commandments, right? Moses laid these things out. Had to be ceremonial, clean, and hold these commandments to have any atonement to reach it's not the glory land. What's the name? I'm looking for the land. Anybody help me out?
Do you mean like the Promised Land, or
Yeah, when Moses led the Israelites to the promised land. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Promised land. It just hit me.
The land of milk and honey.
Milk and honey, yeah. But Moses was
honey.
God always used the lowliest, those that were most unassuming, or would seem to take this road to give glorification and edification. Not edification, but all the honor and glory had to be pointed back to him because that's the only way it could be possible. He had a speech impediment, and he brought Lot along. Moses made fallacies. He killed an Egyptian soldier out of anger, and he buried him under a thin layer of sand. And he still fulfilled God's commission on him, but God still fulfilled his promise. If you do this, you will not see the promised land. He got to look upon it, but he didn't get to enter it, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
I'll be the heretic on the panel. Who exactly was this God?
Oh, he's a dick. He is a dick.
Okay, apparently I'm not the only heretic here.
But Jesus is awesome. He's a rock star, dude. He's like #1 rebel, fucking badass. I love Jesus, but God is a hypocrite, and he's a narcissist, and she is a asshole.
Yes, according to the Bible, God is an asshole. But also, if you do some reading in your history, this is gonna piss some people off.
All right, before you piss everybody off, I'm out of here, guys. Y'all have a good one. I don't like talking politics or religion, to be honest with you. Not my cup of tea. All right, because I will get pissed, and I don't like to do that. So, Noli, awesome.
I love you.
You're doing an awesome job. Great stream, no doubt. I will be here. If I see you go live again, I'll make sure. I just unsubscribed and resubscribed again, so I should get your notifications now. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Later, man.
Right on.
I really didn't want to piss anybody off, but
I firmly said leave your feelings at home. Leave them on the shelf at home.
Okay,
I left mine at home.
Okay. Let me start off with this. The Bible, as we know it today, has been translated through time. Many of the words in the Bible, the current versions, have been mistranslated.
It's been edited to Christ.
And where did it come from? It came from the Council of Nicaea. There are missing books in the Bible. I would trust the Dead Sea Scrolls, if I could read them, over what is printed on paper today. Now, qualifying that, also, there are certain parallels to the conquering Romans of the time and era, to where Jesus was, I'm having even trouble just saying it, was the Roman, what the hell was his name? Shit, I can't remember it up. I'm having a brain fart again. But the parallels between the Roman conqueror are the same as the life of Jesus as it's written down. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Caesar, but maybe not.
No, well, no, because Caesar wasn't the captain or the general of the invading force. It was the one.
Alexander?
No, I think Alexander was after.
I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Well, it doesn't matter, because you know what? History is written by the victors in battle.
Yep. And
throughout time, throughout infinitum, anytime there's a battle, the victors write the history. So when it comes to the Bible, it was written by the victorious ones. That's why that's why I qualified it and said I would believe the Dead Sea Scrolls before I believe anything written on modern paper.
I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly. I really do. And you're right. And the thing is the victors make themselves out to be the saviors or the good guys, because even the worst of the bad guys doesn't see themselves as a bad guy in their own story.
Well, look at World War II.
Right?
Look at the facts of what happened after the end of World War II and what happened to the Eastern Front towards Russia. That's not told in any history books. What happened? What happened with the Russians and everything from the East Germany to the east towards Russia?
Oh,
what
that
happened to
sparked off
those?
the Cold War?
No. Directly after World War II.
I don't know. I don't think I know.
You think the history that you know about the Holocaust, if you knew what happened to those people in Poland and everything from what would be considered East Germany, prior to 92 when the wall came down, everything that happened to the east into Russia, those people that you want to talk about the innocence. What happened to the innocence back then? Far exceeds the whole. I'm not even going to say the word because
say it like
I don't want your. I made a comment earlier today and it got removed. Something about you can't use those words on YouTube. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're like. Why you don't want to say it. So it's not out of offending anybody. It's out of respect for me, I guess.
Yes, yes. There's certain topics that I should probably just drop right now.
Well, I'll never monetize, but I'm not monetized, and if this gets taken down, it gets taken down. It doesn't hurt my feelings in either way.
Well, it's not a matter of hurting anyone's feelings. It's just if you say certain words on YouTube anymore, the channel owner would be at risk.
Oh, I see.
It's just like the COVIDs. We can talk about it on panel, but
don't type it in the chat.
Well, it all depends. I don't know. It's all community guidelines, and nobody knows the guidelines. So
I know I don't know for shit. I don't honestly pay attention to them except for the ones that have to do with threats or harassment or racism and what is the other one? There's another one that's a child endangerment or child pornography or something like that. I don't know. It's basically children abuse of children.
Yeah. Awaken, the channel Awaken with JP did a really good skit on community guidelines here a few days ago. That's a good must watch.
What's his name? Can you post a link to his channel in the chat so that we can have it?
All right, I'm back. What's up?
OJ Simpson.
I'd have to look it up on another device, but
I want to change my.
I was just going to say I'd have to look it up on another device and put it in the private chat. But it's Awaken with JP.
Okay,
he's a big channel. If you put in a search Awaken with JP, it'll come right up.
Okay, cool.
I just want to thank you for inspiring me to change my screen name to certain people on YouTube. I'm going to go straight to work.
Wait, what? You changed it?
I'm changing my screen name. Certain people on YouTube. Be back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
I sound like a two-pump chump, but I was quicker than I predicted. It should be up there.
Redheaded guy? The Awakening with JP?
Y'all are messed up.
Yeah, we are messed up.
No, Lee, I don't land to your either side. I'm not ambiguous. It's not that I'm uncertain of which side of the bird I should fall on. It's that I'm absolutely tired of the bird. There's an ultimate tyrannical fist up that bird's ass that's controlling both wings, right?
Yes.
And even having two sides to begin with, although it seems like being more diverse, it shouldn't be painted like it has to be sides. It should just be painted to vote for the best candidate. By creating these sides and not standing on the issues, what you've created is the division and divisiveness within our country from the get-go. I think it should just be no labels, because it's like the Black Lives Matters label or the Blue Lives Matter label or whatever label you want to be behind, because the movement itself, the reason that it's happened, is definitely worth getting behind. But when you tie your beliefs into the organizational label of it, when it even perverts from that original spark and passion, you're lending more to bullshit than the actual activism of the truth and making a real change. These labels, these parties, all this shit, man, that's what's fucking us up. That's my opinion. Thanks for lending ear. I'll mute and listen.
Oh, feel free to chime in at any point in time, please.
I didn't mean to make it a quiet mouse panel. I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I can't multitask at all. And so I will have, if I was up here by myself just talking and trying to read, there would be these huge silences.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
But and I can't type and read or type and talk either, because I will start to type what I'm saying instead of what I wanted to say. If that makes sense. I don't know if I made sense or not. I've already smoked the marijuanas.
Nothing the matter with that.
I smoke pot instead of taking pain medication because I am in recovery from an opiate addiction, a severe one. And so I don't take anything like pain meds or anything like that. I don't even like taking anti-inflammatories or anything. I smoke weed. And it makes me not care that I hurt. I'm sure I will get a junkie label here eventually from somebody who don't like me, but I could honestly care less, because that was almost 11 years ago. It'll be 11 years ago on September 13th.
Opiates in its natural form, there's nothing the matter with it. Once it goes through big pharma, though, that's when you have the issues. And I'm speaking from my own personal experiences of addiction. In fact, I'll let you listen right now. There's my addiction, Budweiser.
Ew, Budweiser's gross. I don't like it. It tastes yucky.
Well, it's my flavor of choice. I've been drinking it since a teenager. And there's so many different flavors of tea leaves nowadays, and those tea leaves come in such potent strengths.
Yeah, I had to make some adaptations from COVID 2020 to being a cheap beer connoisseur, and I graduated from Budweiser to Still Reserve 211 because it was cheaper and got the job done quicker.
Well, you can go even cheaper, and let's see, no, he's not an associate. He's an acquaintance of mine. Got a case of Keystone Light for $10.
Oh, sounds more like a comrade. As soon as you said Keystone, it went from acquaintance to comrade.
No, I know. Fuck no, I ain't got no comrades. I don't do communism.
I don't understand why people use that term anyway. It's weird.
Which one? Communism or comrade?
comrade. I don't know why. I think it's just because of who I was raised around. Like it's just like if they heard you use that word, they would pull us kids away.
It's more of an association from any other structured indoctrination. They try to paint it as a three-man thing of an alliance, an acquaintance, or a comrade. And the comrade does have that weird connotation, like nationalities and stuff, right? That's where the words derive. But it's like there's three types of man biblically: the spiritual man, the sinful man, and another man. It's just a repeat pattern in a different faction, kind of like tyranny keeps coming down, and all these governments we try to put in place over people around the world, they always fail and fall, no matter how great they seem. Romans, so many empires, and we're just the next to fall.
Do you know why the Roman Empire fell? The actual reasoning for the revolt of the people?
Because they had too many different lands and were spread out too thin.
No, it was a tax, a 1% tax on the grain of the farmers. 1%.
By taxation. They said farming would be fun.
Well,
I wasn't even comparing their government to ours. I'm just saying all this governance of certain part of the people thinking they should hold this rank above everybody else to hold these things in order and govern us as the people. That's just something to always consider. It doesn't matter if it lines up with our particular type of governance. They always fail. They always get overgrown, overloaded with tyranny till they crumble. Whatever reason you want to give it, that's the reason ultimately.
Huh. I always just assumed that literally their armies and people were spread out so thinly throughout all these.
You know how many police it takes to pave a driveway? One, if you spread him thin enough. I'm just totally kidding.
Good one.
Yeah, I apologize again, Noli, for kind of bringing your stream and live to a quiet mouse. Everybody don't know what to say. Thing. I didn't mean to do that.
There you go, Noli. In the
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Noli, in the private chat is that channel Awaken with JP. What it's like to be censored. Save that one for later. That's the one I was talking about.
Somebody dropped. Noli dropped. Oh what? Noli hit the wrong button. I've been accused of that, but I will not, admit nor deny such allegations while an attorney present.
Well, she might be using a different browser than Google Chrome.
Did you just admit to being a peeping Tom? You're browsing? What? I'm just messing with you.
Well, I have 3 different browsers, and I refuse to use Google or Google Chrome. I use
you're a Firefox hoe, huh?
Well, I'm on mobile, but I have DuckDuckGo, Brave, and Sudo.
I don't even own a computer, but I can be on 2 panels at once. I can chat here if I want to. Sometimes I don't feel like giving all the effort because I can accidentally kick myself out for being too inebriated on occasion, but I feel you, man.
Well, if I am drinking Budweiser, so if I get too inebriated, please kick me off.
No way.
If only I could.
I started the panel completely sober, and I think I've only had 3 the entire time, so I'm still good for now.
When you're making guesstimations of 3 and you're not quite certain, I think it's probable that it's more than 3. I'm just saying. What?
Well, my 3 is actually 4 because I drink pounders instead of the little 12 ounces.
Are you speaking in gematria or numerology? I'm not certain where you're coming from. But 3 is 4.
3 regular beers are 12 ounces when you drink pounders.
I just
16
missed. I
ounces.
got you, man. Yeah. I went to
Oh, you're
public
just
school
fucking with me.
too,
You
and
know
I
what
can
I'm
do the
talking about.
basic math, and I understand it.
You knew exactly what I was talking about then.
I just busting your balls, man. I'm kind of my thing.
Hey, that's fine. I get a chuckle at it when people bust my balls. I don't get all pissy and angry and.
Well, there's a difference between ball busting and personal attacks, though.
Did you hear me just hit the floor?
Did you seriously just hit
attacked.
the... Oh, you fucking
No,
smart ass.
Accidentally grazed some paper plates in a bag that's on a bar stool in my hip, and they fell to the floor.
Good job. Good
Right on,
job.
man. That's like a target practice, right?
Yeah.
That's a good question, Noli. What technically is a personal attack?
Okay, like attacking
Judge,
somebody.
jury, executioner question.
I think that personal attack is, somebody bringing up your personal life that isn't of public record. I believe personal attack, the way that Teresa R. was attacked about over her kid, the fire and everything that happened. I think that's a personal attack. That's too far. As none of how dare you use that and say it's her fault, or that's fucking ugly. That's a personal attack.
You gave your response so well with a good structure and example, and right on. I respect that. Sorry, somebody's speeding by. I live in a crazy place, but yeah. Good answer, in my opinion. What do you think, man?
Well, this is just one Rusty Frog's opinion, but when you put yourself out onto YouTube with your real name and your face, you are creating a public record until YouTube cancels you or you get reported and taken down or whatever. So the simple act of putting yourself out there onto the internet is creating a public record.
Yeah, but to use those things to harm somebody, to know that this is going to hurt this person. If I bring up something horrible that happened to her and a loved one who died, and tell her it's her fault when it's not, there's no way. Or to bring up her medical issues and use that literally to get other people to hate her too.
Hey, I would like to consider one thing that he just said. You're out there on this platform, putting it out there where anybody can see it if you have it publicized.
And Teresa
that makes
did
it I know, but you said, but that makes it a matter of public record. And it just struck me in a line of thought. Does it truly, because you're on a private platform and you can put it private, is it truly considered a public record because the public can come and access it, and they can also purchase a subscription? They can do all types of things, but it's not just putting your face like the Daily News and shit. Even though it's in public and you can't access it, it just sparked me. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, because Noli brought up that people have brought up Teresa's medical condition.
You're going back to talking about Teresa and that. I'm just, never mind. You didn't hear what I asked. That's okay.
I'm just using that as an example. She did a live stream putting it all out there. And that was like 2.5 years ago, if I remember correct. It may or may not still exist on her channel. I don't know. It was right after I subscribed to her with everything that was going on down in Leon Valley. And she did a public live stream explaining her medical. So if you don't want people to know about it or critique you, you don't say it.
But why would anybody use that to stir up negative feelings about her for other people, or to put her down in any way, or to take her dignity from her by talking, using it as
a weapon?
Yeah, thanks. That works. A weapon.
Okay, well, like I said earlier, there will always be evil people with ill intentions out there in the world.
Yeah.
So when you put something out there publicly, it becomes part of the record, whether it gets removed from YouTube or not, whether you make the stream private or not. There's always somebody watching out there. And that's how stories get started, rumors get started. That's why you will never see my face on YouTube. Simply because, well, it's so distinguishable. I'm too sexy for my shirt.
I thought you looked like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I do. Actually, right now I look like a toad's ass, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Just that looks kind of like a people butt.
It is.
Okay.
Do you see the top right corner? InfoWars. The water is turning the frogs gay, rips thy shirt off.
That shit's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, and you know, I do listen to Alex Jones once in a while.
I feel sorry for him.
Well, what's the other guy? Alan Schroeder. I listen to him once in a while. You know, they're salesmen. They're selling their pitch, and I can agree with them on some things. But when you have this moniker right there with InfoWars on there, it triggers the left.
I wonder why. Like,
you know,
really, honestly, why?
I do too. Because we're on the same mental wavelength here. Apparently, what triggers people?
I think,
a visual representation. Well, I know what triggers me.
What? Tell me.
The local, the locals that drive up and down the roads, the main thoroughfares, with a blue line flag hanging off the back of their Jeep.
Oh yeah, that would trigger me too. We don't really have that around here.
Well, through the summer, especially this year with the COVID's nonsense, Wednesday nights were always the cars up and down Broadway. The parking lots would be full of, you know, people just pulling in, displaying their cars. Thursday nights, though, was the parade of flags. Everything from Trump to the blue line to the other day I seen a Black Lives Matter flag. Well, what if I go and get the Eric Brandt fuck bad cops flag?
Yes, that's a great flag.
Well, it's on Redbubble, if I remember right.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
I can't remember who the host was on Redbubble. I've got it back in my history, but it occurred to me the other day when I seen the Black Lives Matter flag. After seeing, I was over talking to my mother in the driveway, and the Jeeps went by with the blue line, and then the American flag, and then the Trump flag, Trump 2020. And yeah, that triggered me. When I seen the blue line flag and the Trump flag, it triggered me. Of course, my mother was in the garage and didn't see what happened, and I just said, I'm not even going to talk to you about it. But what if I go and get, you know, two of those wall hangings, and they are quite large, sew them together so that it's visible on both sides, get a piece of pipe, attach it to the hitch on the back of my wagon, fly it high and proud with the middle finger, fuck bad cops, Eric Brandt, and then go and drive into town. What's going to happen? Because you cannot pull me over for content of speech. No, I'll tell you right now, I flip off every single law enforcement individual I see. And most of the time, they just wave at me or throw up the peace sign, except for the one county canine unit, which Yeah, he's a prick anyway, but that's a whole nother story.
I have an issue with canine units. I don't think they should be allowed to use dogs or horses for that matter.
Well, I kind of like Otto's version of mounted police.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is.
they should use goats though, so they can have girlfriends too.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, police should be on bikes with 6 shooters and only 1 bullet, like Barney.
Barney Fife. Yeah.
Yeah. And they should be sitting in the pig pen until they are called upon. They should not be out patrolling, looking to generate revenue over speeding tickets and traffic violations.
I agree. 100% with that.
Well, that's why when people say, do you hate the police? Yes, I do. Because every single police officer starts on the beat. And what is the beat? They're out patrolling, looking for infractions. They're not protecting and serving anyone. Therefore, there is no such thing as a good cop, because they've all started at the bottom. And then there was one person I got into an argument with about her father was a cop, and he never wrote a ticket for speeding, according to her. Right. Okay. Did he ever write a pot ticket? Did he ever write a victimless crime ticket? He wouldn't have been a police officer for 30 years if he didn't write a ticket for something.
Yeah.
You don't just go from gumshoe flatfoot out there on the beat to investigator or, the upper ranks. It's the indoctrination of the system. There's no 2 ways around it. Those are the facts. You don't get to be police chief unless you start at the bottom and work your way up the ladder, proving yourself by generating revenue and writing tickets.
True, very true.
Well, that's the problem that I see with our judicial system. If every victimless crime person took everything to trial, and somebody like me was standing outside handing out jury nullification, the FISA brochures to educate the jury pool. And going back to juries, a jury of your peers. What is a peer? Somebody that knows you, not this anonymous jury pool that we have now. If you're going to judge me, as a juror, you should know something about me.
Yeah.
But if you're a juror now and you know anything about the case, you're automatically disqualified. It's total hypocrisy.
Wait, what's that HPR? I don't understand. Oh, yes, that's how it is around here. A lot of people are born into it. We've had the same family be county coroner since my dad was a kid. So I think 3 generations now have been, for as far as our county coroner goes, has been like out of the same family, same bloodline. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Well, correct. That's called nepotism. And in the state of North Dakota, nepotism is specifically outlawed. For the last, I'd have to pull out the codes, but I got them right here somewhere, and this stack of papers. But yeah, you start actually in North Dakota, it's called the Century Code. When you start reading that, it blows your mind. Well, it blew my mind anyway. And then if you start, well, I was just going to say, if you start using Google Scholar and looking up case law.
Google Scholar.
Oh, I do too. In fact, I love it so much. I have an affair with it about once a week and spend all day just reading case law. It's actually probably not such a good thing for me. because then I don't
Yeah.
get stuff done.
I get stuck in my the cities in my county anyway. Their budgets and their tax information. I get stuck in that, and you won't hear from me hardly at all for a week or two because I'll be just in it deep. And holy fuck, man, there's so much money that is it has to be being embezzled because I know damn well APD does not resurface their parking area, their parking lot every year. I know they don't. I know for a fact that they don't. I spent too many years in that part of town right there next to the damn police station. I would have known if they were doing it every year. But they still pay $22,000 or more every year to have it resurfaced. So they're still paying out that money, but it's not going to that. So where's it really going? And when I contacted the mayor, well, I have 3 different mayors now. I have been through with Aberdeen, and as soon as I bring anything like that up, they stop talking to me. They stop taking my calls. They stop responding to my emails. It's fucking stupid. And our state auditors, if they would do their jobs, or at least listen to, what I'm saying when I send them the proof and what I'm seeing, they would come down and take care of it.
Yeah. That's the thing. You start digging into public records, it's an automatic target on you. That's why I've only done public records in person a few times. And now that's the great thing about pseudo mail. It's all anonymous.
I don't know what pseudo mail is.
Oh, check it out in the Play Store then.
Okay.
Pseudo mail. You can set up 3 free accounts, and if you burn one up, start a new one. I actually have one of my accounts is actually. I don't even know if I should say it and get a bunch of spam email. No, I'm not gonna say that one.
I want to spam email you.
Go right ahead then. A suspicious person. I stole Eric Brandt's A suspicious person and created an email around it.
That is great. I'm so gonna email you too.
Go right ahead. It'll go.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my butt, and then you're gonna go blind for life.
I doubt that.
I swear to God. I swear to God, you will go blind. My dad, he went blind that way.
Bullshit. But yeah, with this pseudo mail, you just create a new one. You burn it up. You use it for whatever public records requests you're going to do, and then delete it and create a new one. And that's what I've been doing. And when you start, because if you go start pulling public records, and that another thing about pseudo though, it doesn't support downloads.
But you can't put any attachments on it.
Well, you can, but for certain government agencies, I found out that it doesn't work because they send you off to like evidence.com.
Yeah.
And when you try and download it, because the pseudo is so new, the pseudo browser is not supported in their network because they know you're doing it anonymously. Whereas you can use Proton Mail, and that's supported.
I love Proton Mail. I have Proton Mail.
Yeah, I use Proton all the time. That's my go-to. But when I start doing public records requests, I use pseudo and then have it sent to Proton.
Yeah, that's usually what I do too. I use my Proton Mail for anything that's like official. But I mean, my Proton Mail email address is literally the same as my Gmail address, QuietHorse80, because well, all my passwords are the same too, guys. So.
Oh, don't say that.
They are.
And well, something else with Proton Mail, it's end-to-end encryption, but it still contains your IP address.
So then how is it like kind of protecting you if it still contains your IP address?
It's not. That's my point.
Well, that's
And the
fucking
reason
amazing.
the reason I know this is because of doing these public records requests and the email from the records clerk. The records clerk was having issues sending me the link and sent an email. She thought she was sending an email to somebody else in the sheriff's department, sent the email to me, respond to all. And she wasn't responding to all, she was responding to me, and a bunch of metadata came up if you go into the details, and it freaked the hell out of me because it contained my IP address. Just so that you know, Proton Mail is not a anonymous email like pseudo is.
Huh. That's fucking crazy. And I mean, literally, that's the whole reason I got Proton Mail.
Yeah, well, it's when you're dealing with government agencies, especially government agencies, you are not anonymous unless you're using some kind of super VPN that I'm a techno geek or
Not
techno
me.
tard. I'm a techno tard, not a geek. I don't know nothing about this technology, but I'm starting to learn. And yeah, it's scary, they can, that's why the cameras on my phone are covered up. Unless, of course, I'm talking to a certain, or not even talking, just appearing in a certain courtroom.
Oh. Just that certain one, though?
Well, the Colorado court system.
Yeah.
WebEx and Microsoft. And then I still got a mask on. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Oh, you can be that guy all you want. I like that guy.
I created Digitus and Puticus several months ago and thought it would be a good place to upload those videos for Eric.
You just spoke Japanese to me. I don't know what you said. What did you create?
The YouTube channel, Digitus and Puticus.
Oh, okay. So Latin. You spoke Latin to me.
Yeah, the middle finger, Digitus and Puticus.
I got you.
I was the guy with the middle finger mask flipping the judge off multiple times. I've done it for various other people with these virtual courtrooms. If you're going to invite your courtroom into my house, I will decide what I'm not going to wear and put on the middle finger mask. Yes, I will. And I cannot offend you. Cohen versus California. You're bringing your court into my house. So if I decide to wear a middle finger mask or the Guy Fawkes mask or whatever I choose, if I choose to turn my camera on or not, like the junk grabbing judge. Yeah, I grabbed my junk in front of the camera too when he was kicking me out of the courtroom.
That's just yeah. I filed a complaint with the Department of Justice and with the FBI's corruption unit and with Denver's court, but I think it ends up going to him. I think because he's on the panel that the I almost called it the punishing panel, but that's not what it is. Like the panel that deals with complaints about judges and lawyers and stuff. I can't remember what it's called though.
Complaining about, well, first of all judges are lawyers, but
yeah,
lawyers are under bar complaints. Judges are under judicial review boards.
Yes, that's what it is. But
And of
bar,
course, they're
the
in-
bar does not do anything. By the way, I sent my stuff on the murder that was here in Aberdeen, the one I got up on my page or on my YouTube channel. I sent them everything I got, including proof, the evidence that they gave me that they shouldn't have given me, and showing that literally Aberdeen shows this gun for the gun that the guy supposedly had, and the sheriff's department shows a totally different gun for the gun that this guy supposedly had, and the fact that there was like witnesses that said the guy had no gun, and then pictures of holes and like empty shell casings and like crazy shit that you know wasn't there just on looking at the video, watching the video. You know it's not there. It's bullshit. And I sent it all to the bar, and they didn't even bother to fucking look at it, dude.
Hey, I see Auditron's in here.
Yeah.
Come on, Jerry, jump on panel, man. You told me not to pull public records. I want to know why. Jerry. He hates it when I call him Jerry for some reason because his grandmother called him Jerry.
When people call me by my given name, I always think there's either a belt or handcuffs coming my way any second. It makes my butt pucker.
Well, I don't want to offend him, or it's just he says don't do public records requests. It's like, why the fuck not? That's how you get the evidence on them.
I've never heard of our posts. No. Is he coming up? Come up.
Registered email is a valuable tool. I remember him talking something about that a while ago. I've never delved into that.
Is that what our post is registered email? And registered to what?
Yeah, he would have to explain that one to you. I remember him doing a video on it, and it is in this electronic world we got now that it makes it part of the public record, is what I understood from him.
Every time you send an email, it makes it a piece of public record, like of the state or federal.
Well, any email is public record requestable, but you got to know
that.
Oh, yes.
Oh man!
You want to do a public records request? Go and request some innocuous record, and then do a public records request for that specific email.
I might have to try this.
Well, I haven't done it yet, but the next public request that I put into the city, because I've been having issues with certain body cam footage, and I finally figured out why they were denying me, because it contains medical records, and I don't want to pay them for hours worth of redacting. That's not the issue. My next request is it's going to be a simple one. I want to know what the monthly budget and expenses are for shit tickets. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. I want to know what the yearly budget and the monthly expenses are for paper products, specifically the line for toilet paper. It's a simple request. They should be able to provide it quite easily. Just to poke them. It's a
Yeah, they
public
should have a
record.
digital. Yeah, and then they should have a digital record of it. Like even Podunk BFE should have a public record or a digital record of it, because most of them do all that shit either online or they get an electronic invoice emailed to them from the person or the company, local company that delivers it or brings it to them.
Well, yeah, and I'm specifically dealing with the city of Minot in North Dakota. So yeah, it's an electronic record because they've moved everything to electronics. However, you go into these small towns, you have to talk to the city auditor for records requests. And as soon as you start digging, the auditor is usually compliant with you until you start poking into something that they don't want you to see. Then there's emails that go between the city auditor, the city mayor, and these small towns are contracted out to a law firm. So then you got to start talking to lawyers. Well, when you start talking to lawyers, everything clams up. Then you got to get the state's attorney general's office in to issue a ruling on whether they can withhold, redact public records. And yeah, you don't want to go down that hole, because then everything's, then your request gets made a matter of public record with your name and your address and everything.
Yeah.
It's better to pick at the low-hanging fruit when it comes to public records, unless you really want to dive deep into something. There's one guy, Rob Port. He's a local guy in Minot, but he's also got the Say Anything blog, and he's a recluse. That guy, that's all he does is dig deep into public records. Plus his blogs, that are syndicated and everything. He's in all the opinions of all the.
Hello, I lost you. Tell me I broke again. I can't hear you. It's a broken. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I guess I lost. Yeah, I lost you. Stupid browser. I thought it was me. It was you. Kobe Virus, would you want to come up and talk with us for a minute? Because you're saying some stuff that I don't understand, but I don't comprehend, and I would like to comprehend what you're saying. Because I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk the way that you do. I'd like to know what it is that you're saying. I'm interested in what you're saying. Love to you, Miami. Have a good night. It's got to be late shit there. What time is it here? Oh, it's only 11. You're a girl. Okay, well, I guess yeah, I couldn't either. He's actually, he fell out. If nobody else is wanting to come up, I am going to go ahead and log off here because it is 8 o'clock, and from where I'm sitting, I can see that my coffee pot is still on, and I need to take care of that, and that means I got to move a bunch of shit off my lap to do so, and you guys don't need to hear all of that. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the I hate it button, hit whatever. I love you guys. If you happen to know anybody who's firmly on the left or firmly on the right, I still want to have that conversation with these people. And I'd like to see, Trump said come up here because I know he's firmly on the right. And him and I have discussed our differences many, many times. And even though I'm not on the left, he seems to think I'm left leaning, I guess. I don't know. I'd like him to come up here because we can talk about it and we don't have any issues. But he was busy tonight, I guess. But yeah, please let them know that, to keep an eye out for me because I'd really love to have that discussion, that open discussion, so that maybe in some small way we can start to make some progress on changing the things that we do agree on and setting everything else aside for now. Because the past, it's been more than 4 years. It's been way more than 4 years. There's been no progress in this country for so fucking long because we're all too busy pointing the finger at each other and refusing to own our own shit, like Pelosi. She was set up and it's not her fault. Yeah, okay. I told her the other day over a tweet that even with a gun to your head, you still have a choice. And you made a conscious choice to go into that place. Stop blaming other people. Quit passing the buck. Own your bullshit. And she hasn't been on Twitter much lately at all. I think that's because I'm not the only one who said that shit to her. But I love you guys. I will see you all later. If you guys go live and you have my cell phone number, text me, please, because if not, I'm likely not going to be there, or I'm not going to be there on time. Love you bunches. Bye.